My dear brothers, it's been Allah's blessing that we have been blessed with this holy month of Ramadan, mashallah. And this is the last 10 days. Alhamdulillah, I'm so overjoyed and so glad to see like all these people in this masjid, mashallah, doing itikaf. SubhanAllah, never seen so many people in a masjid like this, like doing like, as like small little youngsters. SubhanAllah, joining their parents and guardians. And may Allah accept all of you guys for your itikaf, inshallah. Ameen. Alhamdulillah, this is the blessing of this month. Like, this, the sunnah, you guys are about the sunnah of Rasulullah by doing itikaf. Alhamdulillah. Hazrat Aisha narrates, says that when Nabi Akram Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to do itikaf the last 10 days of Ramadan, and he did itikaf till he passed away. So it's just not like a one-time lifetime deal or something like that. We should keep continuing, because the itikaf, the barakah of the itikaf, like it brings like a lot of barakah to your own locality masjid. Subhanallah, right? And the reward that muttaqif, I think that's a term. So a reward for a person who do itikaf is performing, get an ajr of performing two hajj and 2 umrah. So mashallah, if you guys here for 10 days, you guys here like you guys gonna be collecting inshallah ta'ala like the reward of 2 hajj and 2 umrah. So Hannah, we were talking the other day, brother, like going to the second, this is right here, to the itikaf, inshallah ta'ala, get the sawab. Subhanallah. And by doing itikaf, mashallah ta'ala, it says in the hadith, Ibn Anas radiallahu anhu narrates that if we, Rasulullah said that when we do itikaf, we are putting the hell, just doing one night of itikaf, we are putting the hell a little bit away. So right now, like a lot away. And right now we're like doing like 10 days, so you can imagine like how much we are putting our help, and I'm doing a closer Jannah, by performing like all this like infradi, the individual prayers of ours, trying to please Allah, trying to like ask forgiveness for Allah. So basically, this is the time we can like reach the retrospect on our iman level. We come here and we are in the environment. And we can check, we can ponder in ourselves, like, what's my iman level, what's my, how much I am, how much I believe in kalima la ilaha illallah, how much strong my iman is, So we can, in this, coming to this majma, coming to this kind of gathering, doing itikaf, we can ponder ourselves, like, what's the level of our iman. And subhanallah ta'ala, iman, and then basically like we can this is the place where we can fix our salah. Salah is the thing that's the closest to Allah. The posture doing sujood is the best posture that Allah likes, right? One of the stories where Musa alayhi salam used to talk to Allah directly, pretty much, right, with just one veil in between them, between Allah and Musa alayhi salam. Musa alayhi salam one time asked, Ya Allah, so I'm the only one that's closest to you while talking. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, no, my slave who is in sujood is more closer than me and you right now. So subhanallah. So this basically like salah and going into the posture of sujood, sajda. We can directly have communication with our Allah, and we can take from the treasures of Allah, if we correct our salah, if we correct our salah, the way we perform, bring khushu khuzu, bring that sincerity and intention to just please Allah, nobody else, by performing right salah. So. And the other aspect is basically, this environment we get in, we try to seek knowledge, knowledge and how we can seek. I saw brothers sitting and helping each other out, and reading Quran and doing good. So mashallah, we need to get into the environment of like seeking knowledge too. Knowledge basically like exactly what is halal, what is haram for us. We need to understand. We need to get the knowledge of Islam, knowledge of Deen too. And we have to be like in order to get closer to Allah, we have to be very good in zikr also. Zikr is in Quran. Allah Ta'ala says that like waskuruni askurkum. You remember me and I remember you. So subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the time we need to like do more dhikr, get more closer to Allah. More remember Allah, and Allah will definitely, inshallah, He will never leave us out. He will definitely remember us as well. And the other thing is basically, we are here in the Itikaf, mashallah. So we have to do something called ikram Muslim. Fulfilling the rights of the other Muslim. That by doing ikram, by serving brothers, but basically this is the month of collecting blessings. Whatever we do. So we need to when we are here, like we need to take care of each other's brothers who need wants or something. Please just ask them what they need or something, and collect the blessings from them through that. And whatever the things that we do here, basically whatever the things we are doing here in Atlanta, we need to have an ikhlas, the sincerity towards the intention that like I am not pleasing another muthalib, another brother, but I'm pleasing Allah, only Allah. Whatever I'm doing, what I'm trying to serve somebody, or trying to teach somebody, trying to help somebody with something, trying to do something, the ikhlas has to be out there. Like, okay, I'm not doing it for anybody else, I'm doing it for Allah. In one of the hadiths, it says that if you provide for your family, like food with that intention, food or shelter, whatever, with that intention that you are pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that will be counted as sadaqah, subhanallah. So that intention we need to build up, brothers. That intention, like last, we have to build it in ourselves. So basically, this is all nothing but these are all the aspects of like building your iman. We need to check on an everyday basis, like how our iman. Like, every day it has to like exponentially grow, right? But subhanallah, we are humans. Our iman level goes up and down, Like when we are in this surroundings, our iman level is like shoot up right away onto the right side of the meter, or like go all the way up. Like we are doing a lot of we are basically doing a lot of salah, not even like for salah. We are doing lafuz. We are like in the not only like reciting Quran, but like doing other things like reciting surahs on the side, like Waqiyah, Yasin, Kahf, So basically here in this masjid environment, our iman level is up. But when we go out, Itikaf is over, and then when we go out, we try to, our iman level goes down. And we try to make things, now I got to go 3 o'clock. So why don't I do this? Zohar and Asar al oh, Isha time I have to go to somebody's party, somebody's place to eat or something. So let me combine salas or something and start, compromising our iman. So iman never goes down. So but basically what I'm meaning to say here, brother, we need to build our iman. How we can build our iman? By involving ourselves into these, by associating ourselves with the masjid. Subhanallah. Like in the hadith it says like when a person comes from his home and establishes salah and prays salah over at the masjid and makes the environment live, about like praying environment live, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so overjoyed with that doing of that person, just like we are overjoyed when we haven't seen a distant relative or something like we're super joyed seeing that person. So Allah is overjoyed like that. And also like when we come from home, every single step you take to come to masjid, one right step, it says in the hadith, like one right step you take, you get a good deed. And one left step you take, your sin is taken off of your record. So mashallah, this is like the month of Ramadan. So we will be getting like multiple times of like goodies and like shedding a lot of sins as well. So we have to put ourselves into this, and we have to encourage each other. You know how Sahabas try to increase their iman by telling each other, by reminding each other about themselves. Like, okay, hey, we need to pray this, we need to pray that. Okay, did you pray that? Did you do this? Huh? Sahabas used to when a Sahabi used to like miss a fard, he used to mourn for 3 days. And what is our iman? We say, oh, we'll make up. We miss something, oh, don't worry about it. We'll just make it up. You know? So that concern, you know, we need to build up a concern that like how my iman can be built up, and how all the things that I'm doing just to please Allah is like really correct, or am I going in the right way? So how we can do, we can like, you know, we can put ourselves in a concerning environment. Basically, our iman is nothing but it's like a piece of brick. If a piece of brick is lying on the ground, it's just one, and then anybody can knock it off, anybody can like, you know, break it. So that's our individual.